Good morning guys, so it is JJ Richards back again with today's video. So I did a recent poll on Instagram asking what you guys would rather me vlog today. Would you rather prefer a leg training session or a full day of eating? And it seems that most of you all opted for the full day of eating video, so here it is. So today I will be going through everything that I'm currently eating in my off-season phase, and the goal at the moment is to put on some lean quality muscle tissue. So I'm actually doing things a little bit differently this off-season because I actually have a coach for the first time in a long time. I always find in the off season I get very lazy, very complacent, and I don't really push the food like I should. So I've decided to go to a coach because I'm very robotic and I can follow plans very well. So I'm hoping that this off season I make some significant progress ready for the stage next year. So what I'm going to do throughout the video is I will put the macros on the bottom of the screen just to give you guys an update on the macros that I'll be consuming throughout the day today. It is a training day today, I'm going to be training legs, so I'll show you the macros for a training day because they are significantly different to a rest day. So let me show you what we've got for meal number one. So here's meal number one. So basically we've got 120 grams of oats, I've got 25 grams of whey protein mixed in there, and I've also got 100 grams of blueberries. So I also have another 25 grams of whey protein mixed in a protein shake. I don't actually like to add too much whey protein to my oats because it makes it a bit gloopy and I don't like the texture. So the protein that I'm using at the moment, if you're interested, is the Mutant Iso Surge. So I've only just bought this one, but so far it tastes unbelievable. It's cookie and cream flavour, especially when you mix it in with the porridge, it tastes sublime. So macros here then for meal number one, there's 85 grams of carbs, 67 grams of protein and just 10 grams of fat. And what I'll also have with this is a pint of water that's got half a lemon squeezed in it and some apple cider vinegar, which I still just cannot get used to that disgusting taste. So I'm gonna eat meal one now and I'll see you guys for meal number two. So next meal of the day is going to be my pre-workout meal. So I tend to eat my pre-workout meal about an hour before I train, especially because it's legs today. I don't like to have anything heavy on my stomach immediately before training. So normally during the week I don't train this early, but because of the closing times of the local gyms on a weekend, I always try and get the gym in nice and early. So meal number two, which is my pre-workout meal, is... So there's 100 grams of cream of wheat, 50 grams of whey protein, and then there's 30 grams of nut butter in there. So the nut butter in there is solely just to slow down the digestion of the carbs, just to make sure it sustains throughout my workout. So macros on this are actually pretty similar to the macros in meal number one. So the macros on this meal... So the macros on this meal are pretty similar to meal number one. So I've got 75 grams of carbs, there's about 70 grams of protein and 13 grams of fat. So with every meal as well is I have wait 2 seconds, quiet. So with every meal today I will also have 2 capsules of the Glycomax, which is from Storm Nutrition. So this is basically a high strength glucose disposal agent just to get the carbs in the right places. So we're going to eat this, and then what I'll do after this is I'll show you what my pre and intra workout supplements are going to be. Right, so just about to head over to the gym now. So I just want to go through what my pre and intra workout supplements are. You might notice there's a little bit of a theme in regards to the brands, but these supplements are definitely the best on the market at the moment. So for my pre-workout, I have got the Trained by JP Prepare. So I only actually got this last week, so I've used it a few times throughout the week and it is very good. It's really good just for improving focus, getting very good pumps in the gym, and there's a little bit of caffeine in it, but not too much. And it's not very heavy on the stimulants, which is perfect for me because I train during the day usually and then I have to go back to work. and I do not want that crash post workout. So this is very, very good. And also with the training program that I've got at the moment, it's a lot more volume than I'm used to. It's probably about 1 or 2 more exercises and also 1 or 2 more sets per workout than I'm used to doing before, so I definitely need that extra push to get me through them. So if you followed me for a while, you'll see that I don't really tend to use pre-workout products, but that one is definitely beneficial to get me through these workouts. So intra-workout then, what I go for is, again, I've got the Trained by JP, which is the Sustain Intra. That's basically just cluster dextrin. It's got a few other ingredients in there as well that you can see, but this is basically what I use for my intra carb workout. So I have 2 scoops of that, which is basically 50 grams of carbs, and then also mixed in with that I have 1 scoop of the Trained by JP MPS Max, which is basically essential amino acids, and it's also got 5 grams of hydrolyzed whey in there as well. So that's what I drink pre and intra workout. So without further ado, I'm going to jump in the car, I'll drink my pre-workout on the way to the gym, and I'm going to go and kill some legs. Right, so this is the post-workout meal. So I got back from the gym about 20 minutes ago, so I can never eat a big meal straight after I've trained legs because I feel like death. So just about to eat this now. So what we've got is 100 grams of rice with 200 grams of mince, and that's just cooked in like some taco seasoning and with some like canned tomatoes in there. And then what I also have is some pineapple. Pineapple is very, very good for helping with digestion, and just to try and make it feel like a bit of a pudding, there's some of the 10-calorie jelly in there as well. So that's like the lemon and elderflower one, which I haven't tried yet, so I'm looking forward to that. So this right here is the post-workout meal, and then I'm going to bed. Right, so just woken up now from my little afternoon siesta, and it's time to eat again. So this is actually going to be the same meal for the next 2 meals. So what we've got is very boring bodybuilder food. So there's 200 grams of cooked chicken with 100 grams of rice, and the condiments of choice at the moment: classic yellow mustard and the reduced sugar tomato ketchup. So I like mixing those together, and it actually makes quite a delicious meal. So we're going to eat this, and we're going to head out and partake in some family activities. Right, so just got back from food shopping now. So I've just had another chicken and rice meal, so it was exactly the same as before. 200 grams of chicken and 100 grams of rice. And although that's quite a big meal, I'm feeling hungry already because my metabolism is working very efficiently at the moment. Although I'm probably eating the most food that I've ever eaten in like off season in regards to clean calories, I'm still hungry, which is a very, very good sign. So I've just had a little note back from the coach, so we are going to be upping the food from next week, just adding a little bit more carb and a little bit more fat, which is good because I don't like being hungry. So one thing that people don't discuss when talking about, you know, the full day of eating videos is the sheer cost involved. So I'll show you all the meals that I'm having, you know, throughout the day today, and that is consistent every day of the week. As I've said, apart from rest days, the carbs I reduce quite significantly. But I've just been to Aldi to do all my food shopping, and I also go to Sainsbury's just to pick up the bits you can't get in Aldi. And my total food shop for the week was £130. Now that is including a few things that we got for the kids and also for the wife, but probably the majority of it was all mine. And I still didn't get enough to last for the whole week, so around Wednesday, Thursday, I will be needing to go to the shop again to stock up on some more bits. So our food bill for the house is at least £150 to £175 per week, so it is very, very expensive. But what I want to quickly show you guys is a few little diet hacks that I like to do just to try and keep the sweet tooth at bay whilst you're trying to eat pretty clean. So a few things that I like to add into my diet is these teas. I'm a bit of a tea guy, and I've just bought this one and tried it for the first time. So this one is a wild apple and cinnamon, and it's also got ginger in it as well. Just tried it for the first time. It is really, really good. I've tried the one that's like the free cinnamon one, and that's good, but I think this one here is my new all-time favorite. As you saw earlier, I do like to incorporate the 10 cal jelly pots. So I don't have these every day. I might have them every other day, something like that. But these are my favourite flavours, and you get these ones from Sainsbury's. So this one's lemon cheesecake. That's probably my favourite. Then this one, the Black Forest Get Out, is probably my second favourite. So I do have these only when I really get that craving for some sweet stuff. They kind of get those cravings all sorted. So next thing that I got. So I do have nut butter in my diet. And I saw this when I was on prep and I've not been able to get it. But it is the Pip and Nuts Cherry Bakewell. So I'm actually excited to try this. I'm going to try it now. So I do have nut butter with my pre-workout meal, and also on the evenings as well I have it on my rest days. So I'm going to try a little bit of it now and see what it's like. Oh man. You can't taste the almond butter. It literally just tastes like cherry bakewell. Now cherry is like one of my favourite flavours ever, and I love cherry bakewell. So that is unbelievable. I think if you mix that with porridge, or if I mix that with my total Greek yogurt, which is what I do on a rest day, that is just going to be an absolute game changer.
Your hardest bit?
The hardest bit of what?
The workout.
Second set of 180 squats.
Yeah?
Right, pause. So this is the final meal of the day. So this is just a pro-fat meal. So there's 200 grams of salmon and a little bit of asparagus. And the condiments of choice for this meal is always this Blend Bro sweet chili sauce, which is actually sugar-free. You can get that one from Sainsbury's, which is really nice. And with every single meal, tomato ketchup. And because it's Saturday night, we're pushing the boat out a little bit, and I've got not one but 2 pots of the 10 calorie jelly. So as you can see, I'm currently in bed because I always eat my last meal of the day whilst I'm tucked up in bed, and we're currently watching the Bodyguard series on Netflix. I'm up to episode 3 so far. It is really good. I'd definitely recommend it. So for me, good night, God bless.